Hello, my friend. Hello again. Hello. I just called to say hello. That's my Neil Diamond. On the boat and on the... How does it go? On the boat and on the plane? Never looking back again. They come into America today. My country, 'tis of thee. Today, sweet land of liberty. Today, of thee I sing. Today, of thee I sing. Today, na-na-na-na-na-na. Na-na-na-na-na-na. Never looking back again. That's what he does. He finishes like the line with yeah. Never looking back again. They come into America today. Forever in blue jeans. My mother used to, she got really into Neil Diamond at about the time that my mom and dad split, okay? Kenny's like, what is happening? Kenny, just go with it. Can you ever just not comment and just like enjoy it? Hey, man, I know you folks haven't like seen one of my comments in 30 seconds where I talk about how blue I am. So I figured I'd just drop this on him rather than let Eric do his show. Shut the fuck up! I'm trying to do a bit here. How the fuck am I supposed to do a bit when I'm saying, hey, what's going on? Oh my God. So I'm sitting there, 8 years old. My mom's drinking a glass of wine. She's smoking another Merit cigarette. I better put this on the hi-fi because I got the blues. And then there's a song by Neil Diamond called September Morn. And it's really sad. September Morn. There's my cousin John. John, this is what happened when my parents split. We danced until the night became a brand new day. Two lovers, da-da-da-da-da, like some romantic play. September mornings really make me feel that way. September morn. Oh, my God. Forever in blue jeans. And then there's the one he did, the duet with Babs. You don't bring me flowers. You don't bring me flowers anymore. What did she bring you? Flowers, Neil? No, he brought her flowers. She would like get all. It was an incredible song. We must bring Neil Diamond into the Eric Zane Show podcast, Metalworks Fear Bunker Studio, for crying out loud. Oh my gosh, the live stream of the Eric Zane Show podcast is brought to you by A&E Heating and Cooling. And listen to this, okay? A&E Heating and Cooling. First of all, it's hard to believe, but a furnace, the efficiency rating on the furnace is key. And if you get a new install of a furnace from A&E Heating and Cooling, and you purchase what's known as a 96%er, which is the tip top of efficiency, you're going to get a massive rebate from A&E Heating and Cooling, okay? This is how it works. You see, like mine, I got an old one. But I asked him, I go, well, what am I at? He goes, you're at about 89. I go, well, that's not bad. He goes, no, I've tuned it appropriately. Though you have a 20-plus-year-old furnace, you have a strong, high-efficiency furnace. It's not the best of the best, but I will install a 96%er. And when you install a 96%er, typically DTE Energy in West Michigan here has a $250 rebate for anybody who has who gets that installed. But they've just added to it another incentive. They've thrown in another $200 on top of that. So if you get a new install of a 96%er, that high efficiency of a piece of equipment, you're going to get, that's a $450 savings. And in fact, so he was just throwing some numbers at me that typically This is about a $3,800 job. I guess it depends on some of the additional parts and labor that is involved, but he just installed one that's $3,800 right off the top, $450 savings. A&E Heating and Cooling, 616-516-8579. Online at aeheatingcooling.net. Okay, if you're in the Holland area or hanging around somewhere in West Michigan, you want to get a case of amazing local wine or beer or spirits, Great Legs Winery, Brewery, Distillery, okay? They're in Holland, Michigan, all right? If you want more information about how you can take advantage of what they are selling, go to my website, ericzaneshow.com, click right on their logo, takes you right to their Facebook page. You can check out what they do, all right? We're going to have another party there very soon at Great Legs Winery, Brewery, Distillery, LLC. And last, but certainly not least, before we get started, Terrytown RV. You don't bring me flowers anymore. I once ran over. What was that? What was that bit on Saturday Night Live with John Goodman and Will Ferrell? Man, hey Neil, I can't believe you're going to tell that story. Yeah, I wrote this song just before I killed a hobo or some shit like that. Terrytown RV on Division between 68th and 76th Street. Okay. Yeah, man. This has been quite a thing, whereas the pandemic has gone on. For some reason, people are buying boats and RVs. I guess they're getting their vacation trips planned around those two items as opposed to a big trip. So, all right. I guess that's the way it's going to be. So they've been making more RVs, camper trailers, fifth wheels, motorhomes, truck campers. Terrytown RV online at terrytownrv.com. It is the 2nd of September. Isn't that a song? An Edie Brickell song? Air of November, Air of September, September 2nd, September morn. Oh my God. The ADD is at an all-time high. Oh, it is just running rampant on the 2nd of September, 2020.
My private part has been itching.
It's been itching. Let the sperm of that man out. Ow!
And now, here's a guy who got tired of being fired by corporate radio. So he took up being fired by Patreon subscribers instead. It's the Eric Zane Show podcast.
Thank you very much, Johnny. Welcome to the Eric Zane Show podcast. This is a daily podcast. Adam, I knew you would know that song. Air of December. Yeah, that's a great Edie Brickell song. Son of a bitch. Adam. Zaniac Adam knows so much about music. Oh, my God. I mean, good music. Not like the shit music that Kenny listens to. But I think Adam does listen to some pretty heavy metal shit. Haven't you, traded, thoughts and ideas about some of that metal nonsense during the that Kenny listens to? But all right, here we go. I've been working on another edition of the Insane Asylum right now, by the way, in the past couple of days. Everybody but Kenny will love it. I have never, ever heard that show, the Insane Asylum, which I produce for Q100 up north. I have never, ever heard the show on the actual radio. I don't even know if it even airs. Kenny, I'm looking at it, man. Kenny says Adam knows the old man rock like Eric, and Adam also loves metal. He might have the most diverse musical background because I like a lot of old rock, a lot of singer-songwriter, even some country stuff like Chris Stapleton, things like that. Kenny is way heavy metal with the Wall of Death, or death metal, I should say, with the Wall of Death. Bam! And Adam likes it all. Okay, man, I tell you, this show is all over the place today. We're all behind our baseball team. Go get 'em, Tigers. The Tigers. Don't look now, man, but here they come. In this crazy-ass sprint of a baseball season, I know somebody first of all, I don't give a shit about baseball, asshole, let alone the Detroit Tigers. Shut the fuck up. You don't like it, get your own podcast and you talk about what you want to talk about, you dumb dick. Holy shit. The Tigers hang 12 on the Brewers. Oh my God! Now the Brewers they look to be trending down. I mean, the last 10 they're 5-5, and they're 16-19 on the year in the NL Central. But you got to win them. Got to win them all. Win's a win. And the Tigers in their last 10 are 8-2. Okay, and they have won now 6 in a row. I'm looking at the other teams in the major leagues. There are that is the longest win streak in the league right now, and there is only one other team that is that strong in their last 10. The Tampa Rays are just crushing it this year in the AL East. But look at these Tigers, man. They had a spell where they started out okay, and then they went into shitter, okay? And now they've been getting it back. And though in 4th out of 5 teams in the AL Central, they're all stacked up there. They're only 3.5 out of 1st, though in 4th place. The Sox and the Tribe are tied, and then the Twins are a game and a half back, with the Tigers just swept. It's going to be tough, man, but we'll see. As we heard, 8 teams make the playoffs in the American League, so I'm interested now, man. You see, that's all you got to do to take someone who doesn't give a shit about you. That's all you got to do is develop a storyline of winning. All the other shit will fall into place if you win games. When you have casual fans like me talking about you, then you're starting to hit on all cylinders, and people are starting to pay attention to you. Because I don't know shit about baseball, but I love stories. So you got a 60-game baseball season because of the pandemic. And they're 33 games in. So more than half. We'll be following this story for sure. Hey, this live stream of the show, as you know how I do it each and every day, is I do this show live on Facebook, Twitter, and YouTube. All right? Facebook is brought to you by Irvine's Auto Repair Grand Rapids Hybrid. Facebook Live. Twitter is a Periscope joint brought to you by Blue Frost IT at Eric Zane Show on Twitter. And then YouTube, of course. Find me on YouTube. Search Eric Zane Show. Subscribe to that damn thing. Hit the bell notification. It'll tell you, hey, Eric's going live. And then throw a thumbs up at me when I do go live. Now, if you are listening, enjoying it via the live stream on a desktop or a laptop, go ahead and throw open more than one of those platforms. Okay, if you prefer watching on Facebook, that's fine. But throw open YouTube as well and turn the sound down. Okay, Eric gets credit for that. I get an internet point. The more internet points, the more the show grows. Okay, that's how it works. While that all is happening live, I record every word of what I say, and then I post it for the world to listen to, download on demand on all of the podcasting platforms, with the exception of iHeart. I don't throw it up on iHeart. If you look at it when you agree to it, which I didn't, there's a huge long laundry list of things that make me go, I feel like I'm selling my soul to the devil. So iHeart, I did not. I have nothing to do with them. And there's another company called Entercom, which is CBS. I have nothing to do with them either. Do you guys see the stock market? The stock market is blowing up. Do you remember when the stock market went in the shitter and everybody and their mother said, "This is the end. This is the second Great Depression. It's gonna happen. We're doomed. Holy shit. The world is ended because of the pandemic. The stock market's in the shitter. We're going to lose all of our money." It's fucking like 700 points. I don't think the opening bell has happened today. It's 700 or 800 points from being at like its all-time high of what it was. It gained it all back, and nobody says shit. Do you remember when it took a dump and it was like, oh my God, holy shit, this is fucking terrible. I mean, it's all fucking Trump's fault. Fuck him. We're going to vote him out, man. He doesn't give a shit about us. And then now the only thing he's got is the economy, and it sucks now. Now I lost all my money, and fuck him. And now it's all the way back, and nobody says shit about that. What the fuck? Come on. All right. I just figured I'd throw that in there. Today's weird, and here's why. First of all, let me go over what I'm talking about on the show in addition to the open. Dear Meathead goes down with my dad, and man, he is prepping for this. I received in the email from Kenny an email of the list of people that contributed. And he wrote in the email the names of all you nice people who helped my dad and Joanne get that TV. And then he wrote, hey, man, I feel like I'm forgetting it. I'm forgetting somebody, but I can't remember if I am or not. So, in fact, hold on a second. I know you're like, oh, God, he's going to Kenny again. Yeah, shut the fuck up. Again, it's my podcast. If I want to talk to one of my favorite people on the planet, I can talk to Kenny. Oh, man, I don't like it, man. You guys, you talk too much to Kenny. Bullshit. Hey, so, yeah, I don't want you to worry about when people get bummed out because I go to you too much on the phone. I mean, you're my fucking guy. They're all my guys. They're all my girls. But I feel really comfortable talking to you. So if anybody gives you any shit or you hear any rumblings about me talking to you on the podcast, I will kick them squarely in the twat or the dick.
Man, you sure are fired up today.
Oh, my God. You would not believe it. Yes, I'm about to talk about what happened that just charged me up. Have you thought of any other names that my dad needs to know on the TV thank list?
Oh, no. I just know there was a lot of people that were kind of like cheering it on, wishing they could contribute. So it's really, the whole spirit of the Zaniacs, behind it,
Yeah.
It's, but no, that was everybody. I felt like there was more because of everybody, being so supportive.
So there's no late additions then?
Right.
Hey, while I got you, before I get to what I was going to talk about, did you see Kevin in Muskegon? He's not really aware of the 6-member mafia, so he thought it was like some crazy-ass attack happening on the show. Did you see that?
Yeah, because that one guy apparently finally joined Twitter. I kind of forgot he existed because I guess we blocked each other a long time ago on Facebook.
You talking about Jeremy? No,
the Michael guy.
Oh, Michael, he calls himself the King of St. Louis.
Yeah. There's did you see the screenshot? He's like,
yeah.
He hates you.
I know it.
Me.
I don't know what happened. Something may have happened. I might have told him to fuck off or something. He was a huge ally, but I always got the impression that something was going on there and that he was a handful. I was honest to God. I was very concerned about. I struggled with a little bit of his approach at times, and so I'm not sure what went on. But he does not like me. He is not a satisfied customer of Eric Zane in any way, shape, or form. So, he listens to Stu's show, and then my name came up, and then there's Stu. There's 3 people that listen to Stu that just don't like me. Stu, not Stu. That dude, King of St. Louis, and then there's his. Remember his former partner named Jason?
Oh yeah.
He's a pain in the ass, and his fucking ugly wife, her too.
Oh
yeah, her name's Bev. She's a crazy bitch. Bev, fucking Jason the pussy, and King of St. Louis. They all hate me. So I will fight them if they want. If they want, I will actually fight them.
I don't know why they hate you, man. You speak so fondly of them.
Oh yeah, absolutely. All right. Enjoy the rest of the show.
Oh, yeah, for sure, man. You going to bust out some Sweet Carolina at some point?
Oh, my God. I forgot all about that one.
See, I was trying to wake up my daughter. Legit, when we were starting. And you were blaring. I didn't have earbuds in. and she heard you singing, and she had this weird look on her face.
Yeah. Now, is this the real young one or the other one who has lots of sex?
God dang it! Oh.
All right.
The one in elementary school.
All right, good.
Trying to get up for
all right, of course,
you know.
Of course. Kenny, are you feeling okay after the that weirdo thing that happened earlier in the week? Are you coming around?
Oh yeah, dude, I'm hanging in there. You know.
So now
keep trucking on.
You have your pick of the litter of Zaniac women. Oh, I hope you know that when you come here to Michigan.
Oh Lord. We're going to go down this road.
Yeah, I know. I don't know. I mean, it's just that I know that Amanda's single.
Here you go again. You just can't let it go.
All right, I'm gonna cut you loose.
All right, man.
Okay, sure. Amanda's like, no, he'd sweat too much. I'm not into that. No. Oh my God, your dick is too small. Ah. All right. So, dear Meathead goes down with my dad today. I do need some questions. If you would send them along, please. Eric@ericzaneshow.com. We need to discuss 2 new internet challenges, which are just as stupid as all of the others that have taken hold over the time. One is, well, it will kill you. The other one is so devastating in its scope. I mean, just a fucking shit show. Again, showing that parents of young kids today are assholes and they ought to be shot. Some crazy SOB in Los Angeles is flying around the city with a jetpack, screwing with jet airliners, big old jet airliner, that are landing at LAX. Talk about that. A couple of kids were seen using the Taco Bell Wi-Fi. Did you see this one? A couple little school-age kids. They don't have Wi-Fi, so they bring their laptops to the Taco Bell parking lot, open up the Wi-Fi or the laptop to get the Wi-Fi, and with a notepad and paper, they're like doing their online learning, sitting in the parking lot of the Taco Bell. What is going on here? And now the worlds of these 2 little kids and their mom completely turned upside down. Is it for bad or is it for good? Well, I'll explain. But first, all right, things got a little bit off the rails this morning as I woke up, raised my little head. It's a routine. You get up, you take your puppy dogs outside, you feed the dogs. And currently we have 2 dogs that are getting prescription medication. Take care of that. The dogs are fed. Then I would pack the lunches for the Queen of the Forest and Princess of the Forest, Madison. Get my coffee, come up here. Number 2 in the toilet. Thank God in the toilet. And then here we go. That's it. That's the same thing every day. We are in a routine now. It's happening. Today we have the added responsibility of getting the garbage and the recycling out. No problem. I wake up. It's raining. All right, no big deal. I can handle this. I'll take the garbage out first, and then I'll get everything else done. But if anything else upsets that apple cart, that would be a weirdo thing. By the way, do you ever be in the middle of a discussion or a sentence or a storytelling, and then something pops into your brain of a dream that you had? As I'm sitting here, I had a dream last night, and it's really, really bizarre. And I've had this dream. It's a recurring dream. I have a new recurring dream. I have a new recurring dream that keeps happening, that I have rejoined the Free Beer and Hot Wings show. Now, again, I'm not sitting here pining for any of this. I'm not sitting here ever crying and wincing and oh no. I mean, I don't. The world has marched on. We have new things. They have gone in their absolutely own direction. I have gone in my absolute own direction. There is no looking back on that. Truth be told, if they did say, hey, by the way, we're expanding the show, you want to come on? I would think about that. I would definitely give that a good hard thought. I don't think that would ever happen, but I'm not an idiot. I would absolutely hear what they have to say, and if it worked, I'd do it. If I thought, yeah, you know what, if that means I can still do my podcast and still have fun and that on radio, I would absolutely do that. Hell, I'd do that on the radio by myself. If iHeart called and said, hey, we got an opening, can you voice track? Play some tunes like you do on the Insane Asylum. I do that too. Oh my God, yes. Come on. But I had this crazy ass dream that, this is going to drive you nuts hearing me describe it because I always hate hearing people describe dreams, but I was back with them and the show was getting ready to start, and it's all the people in their current like they have a new lady named Kelly who's on the show. And they have a producer named Rachel, a phone screener, who I actually know Rachel from my time at iHeart. And so I'm joining the show, and it's all of them. We're all together. And before the show gets started, there's a mall across the street. And we go into the mall, and I get lost. And as the show's getting ready to start, they all make their way back just in time for the start of the show. But I'm fucking late. And I'm walking around the mall with an AR-15. I swear to God, in the dream, I'm walking around the mall with an AR-15. And everybody's like, "What the fuck? What's going on here? Are you a mass murderer?" And I'm like, "No. I'm like one of these guys that shows up as like on the steps of the Capitol." I'm like, I don't even own an AR-15. What the fuck? So I look like one of these hillbillies who's protesting like the pandemic or protesting the governor. I'm walking around the fucking mall with an AR-15 while I'm supposed to be on the air. What the hell? And then I can't find my way back. Find your way back to the hut. And I'm like on the third floor of this mall. It's a big mall. And I can't get down. I can't find an elevator. I can't. And I know that they're on the air, and I'm stressing out and having anxiety because I can't get back. And then finally, like 2 hours in, I make it back, and they're all looking at me like, you son of a bitch. We knew you were nothing but a fuck up. And then the new chick, she's like, fuck, man. I've heard stories about you. You're a piece of shit. And I'm like, oh, fuck, man. I can't even when I'm invited back, I fuck it up. I'm such a piece of shit. Oh, my God. And I wake up, and I feel bad. Oh, God. Horrible. I wake up. Bruce is in with Madison. Bruce over here. And so now Benny sleeps in my room on the floor. Bruce walks into my room, and very strangely, he starts to follow the path into this room. And that would mean from my room, the master bedroom, there's a door to the closet. And then you walk through the closet, and then this is the door right here behind me where you come into this room. Behind that door is the closet. So, but Bruce, I don't know what it was. I think what happened was he smelled what I could not smell. And he actually, that door, not the door behind me, but the other one on the other side of the closet, he pushed it open with his paw. He opens the fucking door and he walks in, and his ears are back and he's half awake. He's like, something's fucking wrong. Something's wrong here, Dad. I know what it is, man. I've smelled that smell before. And he comes in here, and as I'm getting in here and he's already knows what's up, I can smell it. I know there's a problem. And that's what he was smelling. He came in here to investigate. And I come walking in here. I'm like, what the fuck? How did this happen? I was in here last night, just before bedtime, and there was nothing amiss. During the night, somebody must have forgot to let Benny out. He came in here to take a leak, and he did. But here's the thing. rather than like on the carpeting or raising his leg and peeing on the wall, and then it runs down, cascades down, and I can clean that. And even if it got onto the carpeting here, these are carpeting squares where you can pop up and put new ones down, no problem. Benny gets on my couch and pisses on the couch. He lifted his leg up and he pissed on the back, that your back goes up against, and on the cushions. Look at. I actually had to take. Okay, so I'm like, what am I going to do? This is terrible. This lazy boy couch is a nice couch. You can take off the covering and then put it in the washer on like permanent press. And so that covering, the red covering for this couch, it apparently soaked up all the piss because, the actual cushion is made from that kind of like memory foam shit. And it doesn't seem to have fallen victim to the waterfall of piss, the golden shower that came out of the dog. And even so, I cleaned it really good with the carpet extractor. And so I think eventually we will emerge unscathed after the coverings come out of the washer. But I'm like, what the fuck? Of all the things, of all the places to piss, why would you get onto the couch and do that? I mean, what the hell goes through a dog's mind? It's almost like he said, yeah, not only am I going to feel better because I'm going to empty my bladder, but I'm going to put him on fucking blast that this is what happens when you don't let me out. I am going to piss on something that you really don't want me to piss on. Of all the things in this room, I wouldn't want him to piss on. The number one thing would be like the equipment. And then number two would be that couch. If he was going to piss in here, I'd want him to do it on the carpet, but he does it on the freaking couch, and it stunk. I'm like, holy shit, does your piss stink? And he's like, yeah, fucking don't forget it either. So I cleaned that up. It actually soaked, the piss ran down onto the spot underneath the cushions. So there's a thin layer of fabric, and then the actual springs. That doesn't hold any moisture. And then the piss dripped through that, and below that, I've got a Back Alley Comedy Club sign, and it's actually yellow now. So Big Dick Donnie's Back Alley Comedy Club sign now has piss on it. Holy shit. Well, that's the way my day started. So I was like, oh, man. And now that messed everything up because I'm like, okay, now what am I going to do? Now I'm going to be late. And I was a little late today, but not too god-awful. Off and running, been able to take the garbage out, did this job, took care of this mess, still made it down to make lunches. So I kicked all manner of ass. Don't worry, I'm not pissed at Benny. It's not his fault. It's my fault. I feel bad that the dude was like, oh, man, I got it. And I actually heard him get up in the middle of the night. I was like, he never gets up. I remember him, like, when dogs wake up and they, like, flip their head back and forth and you hear like the collar jingle jangle. He got up and I was like, what the fuck is he doing? He normally sleeps through the night. He was going to piss. Shit. All right. No big deal. Took care of it. But man, it's stinking here. And that's what Bruce is coming here. He's like, oh, Dad, look what he did. I wouldn't do that to you. Trouble this morning. I got some good news from my pal Stu McAllister. He texted along to me. Stu McAllister, if you don't know, collects money from people who want to help out a cause, where he basically establishes a big pot, like in the middle of the board at Monopoly. Do you play that? Do you play that if you like pay your taxes, you put it in the middle of the board, and if you land on free parking, you get the money? That's the way to roll on that game. And they say, yeah, free parking is just an open spot. Bullshit. You land on free parking, you collect that money. That's the pot. Stu has a pot every so often, and he collected $1,250 from total strangers. And then people say, hey, Stu, I'm down on my luck. Can I get a little bit of that money? And then he fucking Mr. Moneybags issues money to people who are down on their luck. That is the sweetest thing in the world. That is so cool of Stu McAllister. Check him out on Facebook, Twitter, and listen to his podcast, LMNO Podcast. And just search it out, LMNO Podcast. And if you ever want to get involved with that, just reach out to Stu via Messenger on Facebook. He'll give you all the details, and he'll fill you in as to what you need to do if you want to participate in that. All right. The open of the Eric Zane Show podcast is in the books. I want to remind you that coming up on Friday, that is September 4th, 2.5 days, 7 p.m., I will be in this studio, 7 p.m. Eastern Time. My new show with Ben Glaze will debut right here, okay? The first month, gratis. Enjoy it. I hope you like it. Free on Facebook, Twitter, YouTube. Downloadable audio. All free. Live it up. Enjoy it. After September, we will start to make that available on Patreon. That alone is a reason to sign up for Patreon. 4 episodes of my new show with Ben Glaze each month. In some cases, some months it'll be 5 if there's 5 Fridays. You know how that works out. But every Friday we will debut a new show. So that alone is worth Patreon. $5 or $10 a month. $5 a month gets you the show audio on demand. $10 gets you all of the video live streams of that show and the audio archive. Throw in this show if you like that, or you're like, fuck Zane, I hate you alone. I only like you when you're with Ben. There are people that do that. That is a thing. But even the 4 or 5 episodes a month is worth the price of admission. There are shows on Patreon that just give you like 2 episodes a month, and that's it. All of the shit I give you on Patreon, I dare you to find me anyone on Patreon who gives you more than your old pal Eric. I give you a bonus podcast every day. I give you the Insane Asylum every week. I'll give you Ben's podcast with me. No increase in price on that. Not to mention Smarter Than a Former Drug Dealer trivia and your chance to play on Patreon, which we did not play this week. We will get back after it next week. And on and on and on. You're also getting the full interaction on Patreon where, I basically, a lot of the time, since there's only like 10, 15 of you that watch the live stream, I'm interacting with you more in your comments. And if you're like Rob Blue State yesterday, I'm like, what the fuck are you doing? And I call him because I have most of your fucking phone numbers. I call you and I put it right up to the phone and I said, what the hell is your problem? Why are you dogging me? So that's basically how it goes on Patreon. So we got the new show with Ben premiering on Friday. The open of this show brought to you by the Kent County Health Department. Get those kids vaccinated. A lot of the moms and dads are like, oh, man, the pandemic, this might have fallen through the cracks, especially with getting back to school. You want to make sure that measles, mumps, rubella, pertussis, I think I just got pertussis, whooping cough, all of these things are taken care of. For the young ladies, you want to make sure that they have the vaccination to prevent cervical cancer. Now, unless you're some fucked up, stupid as shit anti-vaxxer, who they can't tell you at the health department to fuck off, but I can, then you want to take advantage of this, especially that Gardasil, which is the vaccine against cervical cancer. Did you know that there is a immunization to keep your daughter from getting cervical cancer at any time in her life? Not everybody is aware of that immunization, but it's true. You get the Gardasil vaccine. Cervical cancer is a unbelievably prolific killer of women. You definitely want to get that taken care of. You get the vaccination, and you're going to improve the life outcome, the projected pattern of existence for your little one. Wouldn't you just love that? If you've got a teenage daughter, look into the Gardasil shot. Get the vaccination to absolutely prevent cervical cancer. If you can basically wipe out a cancer, one of the many that can affect what happens to your kids, you would do that in a second. Can you imagine? You know that there's anti-vaxxers out there that exist, that if there was like a vaccination for breast cancer, they would be like, no way, nuh-uh. Anyway, get the kids vaccinated and reach out to the Kent County Health Department about how you can get any of those free if you qualify. Their website is accesskent.com/health. Thank you to Nurse Mary and the staff at the Kent County Health Department.
The Metalworks
Body Shop is where you go when you need your camper, travel trailer, fifth wheel, whatever it is, repaired. You know, that's not an easy job. A lot of those campers, they got those sweeping decals. You know, you see them, the stickers on the side. Okay, you crack it up. They got to peel all that shit off, throw that away, fix the hole where the deer's head was. Make sure they got to repair the wood behind it, the fiberglass, all of the covering, all these epoxies and things like that to make it super perfect. And then they got to match the paint up. Oh, my God, this is not easy work. Put it all back together, put the decals back on. There's only one place that you can get this done in West Michigan. All the other ones, well, they exist, but they're shitty. So fuck those guys and call on Metalworks Body Shop. If you need your car fixed or your boat fixed as well, they do that. But most of the space is occupied by the RVs. So reach out to Metalworks Body Shop at metalworksbodyshop.com or click on their logo at ericzaneshow.com. It'll take you right to their Facebook page so that you can check out what they do. So in this next thing that I want to do, I've got I have to talk about the 2 new stupid internet challenges. And I have to do Dear Meathead. So the way it looks right now, I'll probably do one of those stupid internet challenges. And then I'll probably do Dear Meathead. And then I'll come back with the other stupid internet challenge. Zaniac Tom, who is a recovery from COVID-19. See, this is how the show works. You know, like, Zane, do you take phone calls? Well, no. But I pretty much have all of their phone numbers. See, do I have Tom's? Could have swore I had Tom. Didn't I call you? Yeah, there you are. I need to talk to Tom. I see. Yes, I was just reminded because I saw his comment. Incoming Tom. Reaching out to Tom. Incoming Tom, are you there? Looking for Tom. Come back. Tom, are you there? Tom Steele. Tom Steele, you there? You see, Tom is moonlighting as a contact tracer.
You have reached.
For God's sake. Tom had COVID. And so what he's doing right now, it says, according to this, is he is a contact tracer for the health department. He's like the one on the phone saying, yeah, hey, sorry to bother you, but you were over at the in the presence of so and so. Okay, there was a gigantic orgy. And you were there at the orgy, and you may have gotten butt slammed by so-and-so. You may have COVID-19. Ground control to Major Tom. Take your protein pills and put your helmet on. All right. How the hell did I get on that? This might be the most ADD show of all time. Man, check out the Green Clean Technologies inbox. You can always send your emails, Eric at ericzaneshow.com. I do need questions for Dear Meathead. Little Lean, I know I said it earlier, but it looks like not a one of you. See if we have anything from the previous weeks. Dear Meathead. Oh, my God. I think I saw one that was sent in. Okay, yeah, Mark wrote one. I know that. Randall sent one in. Nick has one. Wait, what did he write? Meathead should go full mountain man and grow a beard. No. Ask him what he thinks about pastors who like to watch their wives get railed by other men. Now, how the fuck am I supposed to bring that up with my dad? Hey, Dad, Nick wants to know what you think about pastors. There's been a couple in the news lately, both locally and with Jerry Falwell Jr., who like to watch their wives get railed by other men. Yeah. You really want me to ask my dad that? You know how uncomfortable that's going to make my dad? Come on, man. Jesus. All right. Email Eric at ericzaneshow.com. On the Green Clean Technologies inbox, if you have a question for Dear Meathead, ask your dad how he feels about pastors watching their wives get railed by other men. Good, nice. Yeah, I'm going to ask my dad that. That's a great idea. All right. Major Tom says, hey, man, I don't know what happened. This is your last chance. Better work. Dude, you're killing me. Hey!
Hey, buddy.
So, how is your health now after having endured COVID-19? Take me through what it's been like.
Well, the only lingering effects I have are I still don't have my taste and smell back.
Oh, my God.
I'm at probably 60%, but yeah, slowly but surely it's returning.
Wow.
They go hand in hand, as you're well aware of. But so yeah, other than that, I'm fine.
That is really remarkable that it's taken that long. You know, some people forget that we don't know shit about this illness, and that everybody is different. I mean, somebody might have zero symptoms. Someone might have. I mean, you had strong symptoms, but it didn't knock you out completely, did it? I mean, you're not dead.
No, correct. To the best of my knowledge. No, my symptoms were mostly neurological. I didn't have any upper respiratory issues. I had some GI issues, but headache, brain fog. I had difficulty ambulating. You know, I remember walking to the mailbox and could barely do it.
Wow.
Extreme fatigue. When all was said and done, the fatigue lasted about 10 days. But yeah, I felt like shit for 3 or 4 days. But other than that, for me, it was like a bad cold, mild flu.
Was there anyone that you were in contact with who ended up getting it?
Nobody. I'm proud to say that. Kept it from my family members. I was very careful when I got home from work. I was exposed at work. When I got home, I wore scrubs at work. I changed my clothes at work. When I came home, I took my clothes off in the garage, had a spare set waiting for me, and I was concerned because it was Easter Sunday. I think I was exposed that night because I had to work Easter Sunday evening. But after that, I was really careful because I knew we had COVID patients. So I pretty much kept myself isolated and wore a mask in the house before anybody else was wearing them on a regular basis. It worked.
Do you know how you caught it?
Yeah. One of the patients.
Yeah.
One of the residents that we serve. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. They had it. They were suspected cases at that time.
Yeah.
We weren't even wearing PPE at that time.
Okay.
We didn't start until the next day. Well, it was a day late for me, but yeah, I no doubt got it at work.
Do you think that? Do you have any thoughts or theories as to why so few people in states that have outbreaks are dying? Do you think we're treating it better? Do you think people that are getting it are stronger? Do you think we're testing more? What is your theory about all that? Because, well, with all of the illness that has happened in some of those outbreak states like California, Texas, Florida, it didn't match up at all with the death number in states like New York, New Jersey.
Right. Well, I believe once it ran its course through nursing homes, adult foster care, places like that, where it was affecting people that had compromised immune systems, underlying health conditions. Once it ran its course through that, and no doubt we've gotten better in treating it. That's absolutely the case. And I have absolutely. I'm tired of wearing masks. I am. At work, outside of work, everywhere we go. But bottom line is, it works. I have absolutely no doubt about that as well.
It offers some protection.
Yeah.
It's not perfect.
No, absolutely not. Unless you're wearing an N95 mask, it's not going to stop the molecules that are carrying the COVID virus. But as far as talking and sneezing, coughing, yeah, it's effective, and the social distancing is as well. They say, it should be more like 10 feet, 12 feet social distancing. Well, you're lucky if you can get people to stay 6 feet apart.
Right.
It helps. It all helps. It adds up. And that being said, I think overall we've gotten a lot smarter, and people are doing what they're supposed to do. For the most part, I see everybody wearing a mask. After work, I stopped for breakfast, Real Food Cafe this morning, and maybe get them as a sponsor for you, but I hate to name drop.
Well, yeah,
they're not a sponsor, but
oh yeah, nice. Maybe I'll bang on their door. You said Real Food.
Yeah.
It's called Real Food Cafe.
Real Food Cafe. Yeah, there's a couple locations here in GR. Great breakfast, big portions, and low price.
Yeah, all right.
I mean, I sat down and I literally had my breakfast in front of me in 3 minutes. But anyways, beautiful thing. In and out. But we don't have In-N-Out Burger, but we do because of Real Food. We definitely have In-N-Out breakfast.
Nice.
But,
I'm seeing.
Anyways, I went there. They require the mask. They absolutely require you. I mean, I got up one time and after my breakfast, went to the cashier, and the owner came right out of her office and said, "You need to put your mask on." I was like, "Oh, geez, I'm sorry," because obviously we're not wearing them when we're eating. But she's a tough cookie.
Nice, but, I'm looking at some of the comments. Bert writes, "Yeah, man, Alger Heights, bitch. He loves it." Bert loves that place.
Heights. I live on the northeast end of GR, so I frequent the one on Plainfield.
I see Laura from Stella Fly loves it. Sarah Rook Ruck Rutch says awesome. Fueling loves it. Jason Mays from JM Synthetics loves it. They all love it.
Hit them up.
I'm gonna call them and say, "Hey, look, somebody dropped your cafe on my podcast, so let's talk about some food."
Yeah, just between you and me, the owner's kind of a bitch, but I doubt she's listening.
Do you want me to start with that? Is she the type of tough? Because I've handled tough girls before, and I'm like, hey, word on the street is you're kind of a big mouth twat. What do you say you sign up for some sponsorship, bitch?
Right. I have no doubt. Yeah, I know you handle yourself very well.
Yeah, that's how it is.
Can tackle her, it's you.
Yeah, you gotta know the audience. So if I walk up and say, "Hey, bitch, how about you sign up and then I fuck you in the butt?"
But the support staff, the cooks, everybody else is really friendly and great service. But she's a beaut.
All right, real good. Now I'm scared. All right, very good, man. I appreciate. And tell me what's going on with contact tracing. What do you just call people up and you get like names of people that were in contact with somebody who's got it and say, hey, by the way, you might have you might have been in the presence of someone. How does it work?
Yeah, it's really slowed down. I've been interested in it, since I had it. It's my way of giving back, I guess, but helping out. But the gal that I worked with, a gal Jamie, who was very helpful when I was going through it myself. Yeah, and very informative. She was great through the whole process, and she pretty much called the shots as far as when I could go back to work and everything. It wasn't work. It wasn't my doctor. It was the health department. So they played a huge part, a huge role in when I was dealing with COVID. So anyways, I called her out of the blue and I said, "Hey, Jamie, you know, I said, it's Tom Steele." And she says, "You're going to have to help me out." I said, "Potato soup." Remember the potato soup story, Zane?
Yes, because you couldn't taste your potato soup.
That's right. That's how I realized I had COVID, because I couldn't smell or taste primarily my potato soup, my comfort food, you know, when I'm not feeling good. So I told her, I said, "Hey, I'm the potato soup guy." And boom, she knew right away. She said, "Hey, Tom, how you doing? You know, how you feeling? How's it going?" And I said, "Good. You know, everything's great." Told her about my taste and smell, or lack thereof.
Yeah.
And she said, "What can I do for you?" And I said, "Well, I'm interested in contact tracing." And she said, "The timing is great, because she has a whole different position at the health department. But she was doing it because, you know, when I had it in April, you know, you look at the numbers at any of the graphs that they show on TV and stuff. Well, the time I had it was the time that the most people in Kent County had it, or in Michigan, for that matter. So she was busy doing nothing but contact tracing and dealing with people like myself that had it. So she's back to a normal job for the last month. So I'm kind of picking up the slack for her and the others.
That's a nice thing that you're doing there, Tom. It doesn't surprise me a bit, Tom, that you're doing that.
Oh, thanks, Zane. Appreciate that, buddy.
All right. Well, it's always good to hear your voice. I'm glad I was able to connect with you, okay?
Yeah, same here. Thanks for the call. Appreciate
All right,
it.
buddy. I'll talk to you. Yes.
Sounds
there you go. There you go. The one and only Tom. COVID Tom. Tommy COVID. Very good. He was starting to get a little long in the tooth on that story there. I thought I was talking to Kenny for a second. Hey, man. Hey, yeah, so anyway, let me start from the beginning. Those are words you don't want to hear when you're talking to Kenny. Hey, man, here. Let me start with from the very tip top of the story. All right. It is time for Dear Meathead. You're right. Let's see. Not going. I am 3 minutes late, so I'm no doubt going to hear about that. Let me make sure I got this phone all set the way I need it to be. Stay. Do not move. Yeah. Hey. Bring in Dad.
Good morning.
Good morning, Dad. Sorry I'm late.
You're not late. We're having a hell of a time with those names.
Oh yeah. Yeah, you're referring to the
good people that send me the gift.
Okay, yeah. You know, it was 1 week ago, Dad. Who knew that it would go this way? We were just having a little small talk and just a little you just very briefly.
I want to be grateful to what they've done, and I want to mention them on the radio, on the TV. You know, I'm grateful.
Yeah,
but you got a lot of names in here.
Well, yeah, Dad. A number of people said, "Hey, you know, you and I were talking, and we had no idea what was going on, and then we found out soon after that they had purchased a TV for you." And the TV is all set up right now, correct?
Oh, yeah. And it's rolling beautifully. Love it. And we love it.
So now who hooked it up? Did Joanne get it out of the box and do everything?
Absolutely, yes.
You know, you got yourself a sharp cookie there. Or,
are you kidding?
I guess you don't say sharp cookie.
Years.
Smart cookie.
Only I just didn't acknowledge it, I guess.
A sharp knife, something cookie or knife. Anyway, she's very, very smart in the fact that she can just jump right into that, no problem, and hook all that up. That's excellent.
All right, I have something planned to do. So can I have your permission to do that?
Dad, of course. You don't have to ask. The floor is yours. Please do what you want to do.
I want to gratefully show these people my appreciation and Joanne's appreciation for the gift that they had sent me. They sent me a gift of a beautiful television, which is fully operational, and we're enjoying it.
Okay.
And these people are just great people.
We're in awe.
We're in awe. Nick, Stewart, next. I'm trying to have a trouble name.
That's okay. Hey, Dad, don't even. Yeah, you do your best, but people do call him Nick Stubby all the time because I don't know if you know about this, but if he's wearing tight pants, he looks like a woman.
Well, hey, that might be interesting. And then it's John Maggio.
That's John Midgley.
M-I-G. That's M-I-J-L-E-E.
That is Midgley. John Midgley.
Okay, and then Jason Mays, and then there is the next one is Mitchell Kessler, and then there's Lisa is a gem. Lisa Slager. Joanna's helping me a crown. Bronx.
Yeah.
And then John Pulaski, and then Melissa Ross. And this is a good one, but we only use his first name. Well, that's you're talking about John, but we're talking about Slava. Slava?
No. Stavia.
Oh, Stavia. I'm sorry. I'm sorry I butchered the names, but there's a lot of names for me to retain.
That last one is Stevie. It's actually, she pronounces that Stevie.
Oh, okay, Stevie. I'm gratefully appreciative. My wife is greatly appreciative of the gift that you sent me. It's an honor. I can't get over this. So
we hope we didn't make you angry with the pronunciation.
Yeah, butcher your name.
No, Dad.
But you guys are a great group of people, and I'm honored to know you. Although I don't recognize your faces because I don't have a face to look at. So enjoy your day as far as that goes. But I am definitely, with my wife, enjoying this beautiful, beautiful gift. Thank you, and God bless you all.
Oh, you just crushed it. You did an amazing job. Everything was 100% right, and everybody just loves what you just said. I mean, that is
hope so.
Absolutely
Well, it came
great.
from the heart, so let's put it this way.
Yeah, I mean, those people are just terrific, and as everyone, anybody who even just listens to the segment is great. So, dear Meathead, as I like to point out, brought to you by JM Synthetics. In fact, I'm putting the JM Synthetics products in front of me right now. The inventors of synthetic motor oil and a whole lot more. All the information you need is at jmsynthetics.com. All right.
By the way, yes, that's great. I appreciate what you're saying.
No, that's all right. I'm done.
Okay. The motor oil and so forth is really helping us out. I've got them. I use them already. And I'm grateful for them doing that.
Yeah.
I really did. It was not necessary, but I greatly appreciated that.
Excellent. Okay. Well, and I talked to you yesterday, not on the podcast, and I said, boy, you know what you need to do? You need to tell the audience that your house caught on fire so that they'll give you a new house. Oh, no, I love our house. Can't set it on fire, but that would be helpful. Yeah, just say, oh, my God, somebody robbed us. They robbed us of $1 million.
Oh, boy. I'll tell you, it was a really surprising gift. When I opened we never opened the front door. We always are in our house.
Yeah.
We're into the back door. I don't know why. I was looking for something that's supposed to.
Told you to look.
Oh, you did? Oh, okay.
Yeah, you're into the back door.
Yeah, that's right. And I said, what the heck is this?
Yeah.
I mean, that was so huge.
Yeah.
You wouldn't believe it.
So normally you're like a back door guy.
Yeah.
And you open up the front door, and then there it is.
And to top it all, I couldn't even lift the thing up.
Oh, my God, yes. Wow.
But anyway, it worked out. It was just great.
Okay.
And the picture is awesome. It's got so many features. I've never known that TVs have changed so much.
I know they're
in the past 7 years.
Constantly making improvements. Okay. All right.
All right.
Now,
so what you got for me?
Yeah,
anyway?
Dad, I've got a number of questions that have come in from various audience members, as we have done for many, many years now, dear Meathead. And so my first question is from Randall. And Randall writes, Dear Meathead, I have an old Dodge pickup truck, and it doesn't have, and he writes, it doesn't have hardly any rust, and I'd like to keep it that way. How do I keep my truck rust-free? Signed, Randall.
Well, Randall, something I knew years ago that I had an old Chevy that I probably paid almost nothing for. This is like 50 years ago. And somebody at that time told me there's something called Z-Bart. Now, at that time, for my pocketbook, that was a pretty pricey item, but it wasn't. Now, Z-Barting is quite expensive. I really think if it's a vintage type of a vehicle that you've got, I think it's worth the investment for you to have that Z-Barted or something of the same nature product. You can't do it yourself.
Okay, so that's like
you have to have it done Z-Barted, and it probably will be a pricey type of a thing, but maybe you can negotiate and get a different price. I don't know. But if it's a vintage, believe you me, it's well worth preserving.
All right, yeah, a little undercoating.
Yes, it's an undercoating of a very special product. I don't know.
Okay.
I'm not plugging for them, but
yeah, I know. I mean,
use.
that's why they come to you, Dad. They have questions and you have answers. So that's all. That's all.
And I kept that thing for almost 15 years.
Uh-huh.
And
why?
it was already
Hey,
falling apart when I got it.
I have a question. Why didn't you get it on the one you just sold me? Because I don't think you did it on that one.
Well, the prices are quite high. We couldn't afford that anymore.
Because every time I look in my driveway, I've got pieces of the truck falling off.
No, you don't.
Yes, he does.
Have you got the rocker panels repaired?
Not yet. I got to take it over.
Well, that's the one you got to do right away.
Yeah, I know. That's the big thing. Yeah, you know what I've noticed about those Silverados is that era. And they all rust in the same spot. Why? I don't understand. You know, I guess
because that's always exposed to the element. It's the exterior of the car, and salt is always building up under your rocker.
Jeez.
So Z-Bart.
Yes. And now here's the thing. I'll be very frank with you. My son-in-law, which is a dear person, he Z-Barted, not Z-Barted, but he had his rocker panels repaired. But he doesn't recommend it because it doesn't.
It comes back.
About a 2-3 year type of a thing. It deteriorates again.
Yeah, it does. Isn't that remarkable? That's just nutty. You spend all that money and then it falls apart again. And in fact,
well, remember, your tire is picking this thing up and throwing it right back at the rocker panel.
Yeah, for God's sake. I wonder if Amsoil's got a product. I know Jason Mays. Jason Mays, email me if there's a product that can help alleviate this.
And Eric, believe me, that vehicle is worth preserving because everything else is solid.
I know. By the way, I really bent you over on the price, by the way. You know, that thing could have sold for a lot more than $3,000. You know that? That's,
yeah. Well, yeah, I know that. But you're my son.
Yeah, a nice Silverado truck, 4x4, extended cab.
$7,000-8,000.
Oh yeah, I was looking at it. I was like, oh my God, man, that's this is a bonus. I cannot believe the amount of money that you let that thing go for.
Well, I didn't know that I was raising a thief for a son. We love you, honey. I'm glad you got it.
I know it. Hey, yeah, I drove that thing up.
No, here's the thing, though. My neighbor said to me, that I dearly love him. He says, long time before, he says, I'd like to buy that truck. I said, well, how much you want to pay for it? He says, $1,500. I started thinking, no way in hell I'm going to let that thing go at that price. So we kept it. No way.
Oh, my God.
And I didn't check around, but I figured it's well worth what you did.
Right.
So, where you said you went?
I said, I checked around.
Well.
Oh, yeah.
It
worked out.
Joanne triggered me towards you. So,
hey, Dad. Mark writes this. Mark is in New Orleans, Louisiana. He just dodged another bullet with another hurricane, and he writes, "Dear Meathead, I have a few old wood pallets, and I'm trying to figure out what to make with them. Do you have any experience with making things out of wood pallets? And then he says, how do I go about this without cutting my finger off like you? And yeah, he wants your thoughts on this.
Explain to me again, what is it he wants to do?
You know, like those wood pallets?
Yeah.
He wants to know, like, what can he make with something like that? He wants to make something, but he's not sure what. Do you have any suggestions? And how can he do it without his fingers going flying?
Actually, I really could not help him in what you can do, but here is what I did. First of all, as a pallet, I never did see the common sense to what is it that I, as a homeowner, for instance, would use it other than the wood. I did get a bunch of pallets quite some time ago, but I tore it all apart in nice strips of wood. And I made a wood shed out of it.
You made a shed out of a pallet?
That shed that you got up north?
Yeah.
That is pallets.
Oh, my God. I had no idea.
Yes. And then I kept the wood, and then I used the pieces of it as the years went by for different things, and I used every bit of it. Wood is a beautiful thing to have, and unfortunately, that kind of wood is not a treated wood. So you got to keep it away. What I did, I piled it all up on the side of my garage, and I covered it with a tarp. And anytime I needed it, I took a piece out and I used it. Do not destroy it. Don't get rid of it. Take it. No, you don't have to tear it apart. But if you don't tear it apart, it takes a lot of room, a lot of space to keep it. So I took it apart to stack them all up. I welcome those pallets.
All right, I just started a list of meatheadisms, and wood is a beautiful thing to have.
Yes, yes. If you're a builder or do-it-yourselfer.
Yes, got it. All right. Let's see. Melinda, the lovely, multi-talented Melinda. Hang on, I got to really lean in to see this. Dear Meathead, what was your very first job, and how much did you get paid?
Oh, my God. The very, very first job that I did, I was a young kid, not even 16 or 17 years old, got a job at Cunningham drugstores, downtown Detroit. And wow. I was there for a while. I wore a white coat. I was running the cigar counter. And I really dealt with people and all that. Then again, I got tired of traveling because I had to work till about 1 a.m. and go home, study it, get ready for school the next day.
Okay.
I got tired of life like that. I ended up getting a job at a carpet cleaner. And Armenian people, now there's something called Hagopian now.
Yeah.
Now, I don't know if it's related to the other people, good people. And I'm sure that the owner is deceased now because he was an older gentleman. And I washed in a huge factory that had carpeting. We had this power washer. I wore boots and all that, and I sprayed that thing with soap and water. Oh, there was process and all that, and then we two of us, one on each end, would take that carpeting, hook it up to this thing with kind of spikes on it, and then push the button and it goes way up there to the dryer.
All right.
And I did that for about 4 or 5 months until the guy, the owner, showed an interest in me and wanted to invite me to his house, went to dinner and all that. I was a young kid. And he wanted to educate me, send me to college and all that. I had no interest in that.
Are you sure that's what he wanted to do? Maybe he wanted to do something a little bit more sinister. It sounds like he was in love with you.
No, it had nothing sinister.
Okay, he didn't want to touch your pee-pee or anything?
No.
Okay, good.
No. He's an older guy. But nice people, just great people. But I don't think that was a Hagopian, but Hagopian owns that now, so maybe they're related to them. I don't know. But
how much did you get paid?
That was my very first jobs, the 2 jobs.
How much you get paid for that, Dad?
$1 an hour.
It's remarkable.
Yes. And then here's another good thing of it. This guy's, the cleaner's house partner had an old Buick that was dying.
Yeah. Yeah.
And I had no car. I was busing and all that. Finally, I'd gotten a driver's license. I drove my aunt's car and got a license. So anyway, he had this old Buick, 1948 Buick, I think. Huge monster. He says he'll sell it to me for $50.
Oh, my God.
And I did buy it. I paid the first $5 a week payment. Oh, I'll never forget that. And then one day I was coming out of there. I just didn't know that stop signs were really important. I didn't stop at the stop sign, and there's two young girls driving a car coming across the broadside of my car. And my car went across this road in Detroit and then turned upside down, not upside down, but sideways, hung up on a tree.
And you're in it.
Wow. And I got up and left the car right there and ran like a bugger.
And you never went back, and nobody ever.
I went back to work, told the guy what had happened, and I had already paid 2 payments, $10. And I believe it, and he fired me, I guess.
Oh.
Well, no, I didn't go to work anymore.
Oh, my God.
I don't know what happened.
You just left it there, and the cops never investigated and found out who.
Hey, I left. I don't know what went on.
All right, I'm going to add this to the list. I didn't know stop signs were important.
Oh my gosh!
You know, you might have killed somebody, and right now you might.
Yeah, well, nobody was coming but those kids. I don't know.
Oh my gosh!
I had just gotten the license. You know, I didn't even know the rules and laws of the driving.
I think we just had an edition of Unsolved Mysteries. You're going to have the police show up there to say, "Yeah, we'd like to arrest you from something that happened 70 years ago." For God's sake.
Oh, my God.
Hey,
listen, I had growing up to do, man. I knew nothing about America and America's laws and rules.
Hey, real quick, I got a couple more, and then I got one more person was left off of the list on the TV purchase. So Nick writes, "Dear Meathead, I plan on riding my motorcycle next summer to Michigan. Have you ever ridden motorcycles?"
Yes, I have.
Have you? Yeah. So tell them about it.
I've ridden a motorcycle back in the old country, not in this country, and mainly it was a dirt bike. And I don't know how I even got a dirt bike. We couldn't afford any of that. I don't know. Somebody must have came with a dirt bike, and that we lived on the hills.
Yeah, but we always had dirt bikes growing up. We always had like 3 or 4.
Yeah, we had dirt bikes here.
Yeah.
But that was fun because we had the place that I could ride it.
Yeah, dirt bikes are great. I love them. There's no question.
Yeah, it's just fun, but there's a lot of safety precautions that you got to take. I cannot trust myself being on the road. No way,
yes.
no. But dirt biking is the greatest thing that I ever did.
Okay, hold on. Let me add that. I think that's an overstatement. Dirt biking is the greatest thing I've ever did.
Yeah, and you rode that dirt bike.
All right, forget being married to Joanne. She's number 2 behind dirt biking.
She had her own bike.
No, you said it was the greatest thing you ever did.
The greatest thing I ever did. All right.
Yeah, I mean, that was far as riding bike.
I know. All right. Tim writes this. Dear Meathead, a friend of mine recently thought his daughter got her hoo-ha pierced. What are your thoughts on women?
Wait, got what?
A friend of his thought that his daughter got her privates pierced.
Oh, okay.
What are your thoughts on women who have that done?
I have never been in favor of people doing this piercing and modifying their face. No, I never liked that. I think people look beautiful on the face that they have. Piercing is not my forte. I do not recommend that for anybody because ultimately, I don't know. Are you going to meet anybody that likes pierce, a woman, or a pierced face? You know. What the heck?
Oh my God.
And you don't see my wife having piercing.
Oh, man. Hold on. I'm writing my final notes. I wrote down, are you going to meet anybody who likes a pierced face? And I also wrote down, piercing is not my forte.
No.
All right. Really good. Well, Dad, there's one more.
By the way, to add something else, tattooing is not my best side either.
No, tattooing is not your best side. Okay. All right. Yeah, tattooing definitely a no-go.
I got rights.
Yeah, you got rights.
Yeah.
Okay, Dad. I want. There's one more person who you've interacted with before, and I think received various things in the mail from, if I'm not mistaken. Kenny in Nashville, Tennessee. He was with you on the yes. You know Kenny. You interacted with him on the Zoom call before, and he's just a saint too. He was one of the people to get the whole thing started. Him and Patriot Nick on the TV.
Oh, bless his heart. Bless his heart.
Thank you, Kenny.
There you
Thank you, Kenny.
go. All right.
I believe you in me. And you know, maybe you know this, I don't know, but it's so ironic that just, I would want to say like hours before the gift arrived, which I had no idea what it was, our television quit. Would you believe it?
Well,
it just quit running.
Yeah, I know, Dad. Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
I see the connection. What is the connection between the audience that brought it up and our TV quitting?
Yeah. Well, yeah. Are you telling me you thought this was all a coincidence?
Yeah.
Aw. Well, yeah, it sure was.
I really didn't think about that.
Absolutely. You know, Dad, the Lord works in mysterious ways.
Yes. Thank you, Jesus.
Yes, he does. Oh, my gosh. Well, you know, we sure are lucky to have him.
Well, hey, my brain doesn't function as well as it used to. So.
I think it functions beautifully.
But this brain was number one agent of the company that we sold in life insurance and so forth. So
yes, it was.
I used to be a pretty smart cookie.
You built a house.
You're wonderful.
I built a house.
Okay, Dad. Well, I love you guys. I want to wish you a great rest of your day, and everybody loves you. So thanks again for joining us, okay?
And thank you, audience. I love you guys dearly. I never thought I would have a day that I would say these words, but I am saying it. You are great people. Male and female.
Yes, absolutely. Okay, really good.
All right.
You guys are the best. I'll talk to you very soon.
Thank you so much, and God bless you all.
Okay, love you. Bye-bye.
Love you too, honey. Bye.
Okay, see ya. Bye. There we go. Okay, we have a lot to unpack. Holy cow. Thank you, Jason, for sponsoring the segment at JM Synthetics. Please buy Jason's stuff. Oh, my God. Okay, so the point that he made when he said, you won't believe it, man, unbelievably, our TV had just quit. Dad had forgotten that this all started because he revealed that on the show. And Joanne, the same time you realized it, she realized it. She starts cracking up. He didn't know. He thinks, as of right this second, and I didn't have the heart to correct him, that this was all like just a crazy fluke that you just decided with no information that you were going to send him a TV, and then, holy cow, just 2 hours before, the TV quit. I don't know, what are the odds? Holy cow, guy. Oh, my gosh, that was just spectacular. What a gem. Man, wood is a beautiful thing to have. I didn't know stop signs were important. Dirt biking is the greatest thing I ever did. Piercing is not my forte. Are you going to meet anybody who likes a pierced face? And tattooing is not my business or best. Tattooing is not, oh my God. Instantly, a Hall of Fame type performance by Meathead, my beautiful dad, right there. Wow. If you have feedback or follow-up that you would like on the segment, as always, reach out to me, Eric at ericzaneshow.com, on the Green Clean Technologies inbox. Oh, my gosh. Wow. Comments. Oh, Adam, don't forget, he said, I got rights. I built a house. Mitchell writes radio gold. Kenny says magic. Tyler says that was great. Kenny's giving me laughy faces. Fueling says, can he be my dad? Patriot Nick. Joanne was losing it. Shelly, we love him. Did you see a look on my face when he said, you won't believe it, guy. A couple hours before I talked to you, the TV quit. And then all of a sudden we got a new TV. Oh, my God. I was a top agent. I was smart cookie. I built a house. Oh, my God. It was just spectacular. And I'm just sitting there. I'm like, well, I can't correct him. I can't. I'm not going to be the guy who sits there and, oh, holy shit. Oh, my God. It was so great. I might as well just quit. I was like, all right, we're not going to do the podcast anymore. We're done. We're done for the day, man, after that. Holy cow. Thank you again. Dear Meathead, brought to you by my friends at JM Synthetics, online at jmsynthetics.com. A lot of you folks do the DIY thing. You need lubricants for your car, truck, not fifth wheel, I guess motorhome, heavy duty, side-by-side, motorcycle, marine. Oh, boy, they have lubricants for everything. Get all the product details at jmsynthetics.com and buy something, all right? Buy something to help support a fellow Zaniac who has poured his life into his business, if you will. And I'll give you a free hat. I got a collection of snapback hats left over from when I had that stockpile of merch. Buy something at jmsynthetics.com. You'll get the best products. You're helping out a Zaniac. And you get the free hat. Thank you to JM Synthetics, online at jmsynthetics.com. Adam responding to, I didn't have the heart to tell him that, and he goes, fuck no. I love the way you protect that man. Notch your man card. Oh, yeah. Patriot Nick says, do you have fifth wheel grease? I don't know if he's making fun of me or that's actually a thing. Is that really a thing? Fifth wheel grease? Is that like lubricant where the thing goes into the hitch for the truck bed? Is that what you're referring to, or am I just being stupid? Andrea says, I love your dad. Kenny weighing in. Apparently that is a real thing. Jason, do you guys have fifth wheel grease? Kenny talking about when my dad was talking about the greatest thing I ever did. He says, I've got all kinds of kids and grandkids and a great wife, but the greatest thing I ever did was ride a dirt bike. Sarah says, yes, yeah, of course, you are never supposed to correct people with dementia either. I have learned that. You go with it. Every single it's because both my mother and father have it. Every single conversation, I'm hearing the same story about 5 times, especially with my mother. And I'm like, yeah? Oh, my God. That's incredible. You got to do that. And then that's the engagement level. It's just the last, because then when you tell them that you told them that, believe it or not, they have that. They know, and they feel bad. So, you got to be careful. All right, hang on. I got to stretch. Oh, man, this is going to be rough. I once again started P90X again. Oh, my gosh. Oh. Plug those hands into the sky, Tony Horton says. Oh, man. It seems like I'm constantly restarting that P90X. I get about a week into it, and then something trips me up every time. Oh, look at that. You know that they have it, Nick. JM Synthetics says, Nick, we have several multi-purpose greases that will work. Nick says, helps the trailer glide over the fifth wheel. You've heard of friction, right? LOL. All right. Well, buy it, and then you get the hat, okay? That's what you do, Nick. Go there today. Jason will tell you what to get, and then you get the hat, okay? How about that? All right, I don't know what Josh writes. I don't know what he means. He says, what time is this one? Fifth time, sixth time? Oh, starting P90X. Yeah, probably the fourth, fifth time since in the past few months. But now I'm like sore as hell. Gosh, I did my push-ups and pull-ups, and it's so ridiculous how weak I am. You know, it's just really, really embarrassing. But I got it. My goal is to get into shape enough so that if this kidney thing goes the way I'd like it to go, that my recovery is quick. That's what I want to do. I want to be. I'm trying to turn the corner on health things. So, all right. Internet challenges. There are two really, really stupid ones that are out right now. Let's turn to this one. And it seems like whenever you see these internet challenges, I mean, whatever happened to something as simple as frickin' ice bucket challenge? You know, on that one, people had the right idea. You had, you dump the stupid ice bucket over your head, and then you give money. Who cares? And it worked. It raised a ton of cash. Everybody had a good time. Everybody got internet famous. No one got hurt. No one died. No one was humiliated. And there you go. That was good. But now it seems like every time you turn around, it's something really, really sinister and stupid. And, it's basically another opportunity for kids to do something dumb or die. The latest, the frickin' Benadryl challenge. Oh, my gosh. If I ever find out that my kid did something like this, I mean, I would be so concerned about whether or not the kid was going to live or die, but just how stupid the kid could be. How stupid are kids these days? And do we really want to stop them, I guess, from doing something like this? Because if a kid is that stupid to do the Benadryl challenge, aren't we kind of looking at this as like Darwinism? This is selective destruction of asinine people who won't destroy the gene pool. I know it sounds terrible, but if you have a young person who is that stupid and so easily convinced to do something this dumb, I think this is like selective, destructive of the selective destruction of the population to ensure that we don't have these bad genes proliferating throughout the land. The Deadly Challenge coaxes participants in the Benadryl Challenge to take several doses of the over-the-counter antihistamine drug Benadryl, or diphenhydramine, to the point that the person trips out or hallucinates. The Benadryl Challenge, dangerous social media fad on TikTok. One kid is dead. Did you remember the one challenge where you have the kid in the middle, and then there's one kid on either side, so there's three in the shot, and the two guys on the sides are in on it, and the dumbass in the middle doesn't know it. Actually, the kid in the middle, he's not a dumbass. He doesn't have any idea. But the assholes on either side of the kid are going to do something terrible, and they're going to all jump up in the air, okay? And they've convinced the kid in the middle that this is what they're going to do. It's some dumb challenge, okay? Well, you go to the stupidest kid in the neighborhood and you say, hey, dumb kid, we're all going to jump in the air on this viral trend. And the stupid fuck in the middle goes, okay, I'll do it. And then the dumb fuck, he jumps in the air. The other two don't jump in the air, but they sweep the leg. They like kick the kid's feet out from under him. And all of a sudden the kid is in the air. He lands on his back. It's the Skull Crusher Challenge. We've even talked about it in the show. And, his head whips back and hits the ground. Well, there's been kids have died from that. Holy shit. If I have a stupid son and my stupid son dies from that, I'm going to kill somebody. I mean, seriously, leave my stupid kid alone. Stupid kid should know when the bullies bang on his door. Like, hey, we want to play with you. Let's go do some fun things. What? You always beat the shit out of me. Oh, yeah, I know, but now we like you. Okay, I'm stupid. Let's do it. What do you want to do first? Play some baseball? No. First thing we're going to do is we're going to do this dumb internet video when we just jump up in the air. Okay, yeah, thanks. I'm really happy that you're not bullying me. I'm glad you come around and not beating the shit out of me all the time, and now you're my friend. Yeah, that's all right. We actually hate you, but you're stupid. So get in the middle and jump in the air. 30 seconds later, the kid's dead. My God. I would say that the Benadryl challenge may look fun, but it could be deadly. The Benadryl challenge is dangerously and potentially lethal, says Dr. Adam Berman. I think this is an understatement. It is deadly. An emergency medicine physician and toxicologist said all of this. At normal doses, Benadryl is safe. In an overdose, Benadryl causes the heart to beat irregularly, which could lead the heart to stopping. Can also cause seizures and extreme drowsiness, which could be fatal when combined. My God. Why do these kids do this? This is absolutely insane. So if you hear about talk to your kids. I mean, seriously, I do this. Whenever I hear about Skull Crusher Challenge and stupid shit like Benadryl Challenge, I do it all the time to Madison. I go, look, so have you heard about this one? Yes. No. Yes. No. No, I inform her. Yes. I've heard of it. I go, what do you think of that? She goes, I think those kids are stupid. I'm like, good. Nice. Excellent. So no one would ever convince you that. She goes, no, Dad, I'm not an idiot. I go, well, yeah, I know that. But, I mean, it's my job. I got to bring it up to make sure that, it just does scare the shit out of me because I don't want to be the asshole parent who, when your kid's dead, saying, I had no idea my kid was this stupid. I had no idea my kid was a dumb fuck, and now he's dead. Oh, shit. I mean, seriously. Talk to your kids. Okay. How about the new teacher challenge? Here's what's happening on the new teacher challenge. Parents, when the school year was getting started, would shoot video to get reaction video of their kids and would then post it to TikTok. Of, hey, I just got a picture of your new teacher. Now, not all of these circumstances would play out because, if I had a school age kid, they would probably know who the teacher is. But in the event that, like, hey, this is a new teacher, we can trick our kid to thinking that this is their teacher. So they have the kid, they're shooting video, and they're going to hold the picture up of the teacher. And then they get the reaction. And then the kids freak out like, oh, my God, holy shit. Well, here's the problem. The pictures that they're holding up are real people who have some type of disability. Okay. There's two that come to mind. Both of these people have facial features that look nothing like you would see in regular day-to-day scenarios. And both of these people are born with genetic issues that cause them to look not like you and me. Okay? Now, I'm kind of dancing around the words here, so it's just easier to say these two in particular, they look fucked up compared to what you're experiencing. And they know that, these people. They are 100% aware. These aren't people that have some type of developmental issue, cognitive issue. They are 100% aware because they've been mercilessly brutalized for years and years and years by assholes because of the way they look. And so these two people in particular, that would be, hold on, I want to get this right. Melissa Blake is one of the people, and the other is Lizzie Velasquez or Velasquez. They are speaking out because they see videos of these parents say, hey, get a look at your teacher. She's all fucked up. And then they show a picture, and it's Melissa Blake. And then the video goes, and then the kid goes, oh, God, I hate fucked up looking people. Ugly people suck. Fuck that. And mom's going, yeah, this is great because your teacher looks fucked up. And the kid's like, oh, no, I hate fucked up people. And so then, the cycle of stupidity is there between this stupid asshole mom or dad and the stupid asshole kid. You're the mom and the dad and the kid actually do deserve to be a recipient of the Skull Crusher Challenge. This is how asshole kids become a thing because of asshole parents. Typically, you see asshole kid, you got an asshole mom and dad. So they're taking real pictures of citizens, people like Melissa Blake and Lizzie Velasquez, and saying, yeah, this is your teacher, yeah. And then the video goes viral. Melissa Blake sees the fucking video. Lizzie Velasquez sees the fucking video. Oh, God, son of a bitch, come on. Shit. Let me just read to you this article by Melissa Blake, who's just an ass kicker. I mean, the fact that this woman has just been through the ringer, and she has the fucking stones, the fortitude to hang in there, taking these horrible, huge punches from the back of the room, and to be able to say, yeah, you know what? Fuck you. She writes, oh, look, I deadpan as I read the latest message from someone letting me know that they saw my photo on TikTok being shared in a hurtful way. Surprise, surprise, she writes. Jesus. I joke because I'm definitely not surprised. As a disabled woman, people ridiculing and mocking my appearance is practically the most predictable thing about social media. I was born with Freeman-Sheldon syndrome, a genetic bone and muscular disorder, and I'm also a freelance writer and disability activist, which means that part of my job is being very active and visible on social media. And because I look different, people have called me everything from disgusting to a blobfish, and saying that I should be banned from posting photos of myself because I'm too ugly. Fuck! What is wrong with people? She writes, I thought I'd seen it all, but a few weeks ago I discovered it was happening again on TikTok. Fuck, with this happening right there, Trump should just ban it out right now. Just say, you know what, fuck it. It's no more. I'm going to push my no internet button and make it banned because this type of thing. How is it that on social media, and this has been discussed many times, there's not enough hands in the pie policing this shit. There has to be a way to make this not a thing. There has to be a way that people who behave this way online can actually have some type of legal ramifications for this because of this type of fucked up thing. This is just bullshit. I discovered it was happening again on TikTok, though, through sending something called the New Teacher Challenge, the latest viral trend. It's all done for a laugh. I'm not laughing, though, because none of this is funny. I'm utterly disgusted. When motivational speaker and author Lizzie Velasquez recently discovered that her photo was being used by a mom who filmed her son's terrified reaction, she took to her Instagram to condemn the trend and call on parents to set a better example for their kids. Man. TikTok, I need your help, she explained. If you're an adult who has a young human in your life, please do not teach them being scared of someone who doesn't look like them is okay. Please, everything that these kids need to know about empathy and being kind to one another starts at home. Adults who actually think this is okay and worse, even funny, should know better. There's absolutely no excuse. They should be the ones teaching the children how harmful and hurtful these pranks are. Not laughing in the background as their kid recoils at the sight of a disabled person. We live in a society where people who look different are seen as ugly and grotesque. Those messages start by being taught at a young age. Think about how many Disney villains have some sort of deformity. All right, so she really goes down the road there in the article. I'll link it up for you to read it, but I just can't imagine. I'm just shocked that this is the way of the world, it seems like. Lizzie Velasquez is another activist. She's 31 years old. You've seen her before. She has a scenario where her body doesn't allow her to have any fat. She has like 0% body fat. Now, I think she's otherwise healthy, and this is not a fatal disease that she has or disorder. It also, she has a vision issue, so she has some trouble with her eyes. And yeah, it's absolutely 100% not like anything you'd ever seen before. But she's another one, the recipient of this. And she has made a living trying to be like a motivational speaker and like as an activist for this type of thing. And I really give these people a lot of credit. Just beyond hope for the fucking assholes who do this type of shit. Do not let anybody get away with that. My God. I just, it boggles my mind that you would have parents who are saying, yeah, look, this is fun. Holy shit. My God. The two new ridiculous viral trends, the Benadryl challenge and the new teacher challenge. Awful. Okay. That was a little soapbox moment from your pal, Eric Zane. Both are very, very stupid. We got to talk about Jetpack Guy next. I have a Patreon. It is found patreon.com/Eric Zane, and just click on the spot on my website. You can take advantage of the Patreon podcast each and every day. All right. Sign up for Patreon. That helps keeps the lights on. And as I said, I give you a lot on Patreon. Lots of podcasting. The podcast that I'll be doing with Ben Glaze after the month of September will be found on Patreon. And I want you to check it out. I would love you to be part of Patreon. The thing about Patreon is I'm in the process right now of signing up a bunch of people who it was that donation thing that went down with Bennett Flooring Installation. So I'm taking that money and signing people up. My God, that's a huge undertaking because a lot of people, I don't have their email. I have to reach out on Messenger, and I need the email to sign them up, and it's just a lot of moving parts, and so it's taken me forever, but I think today I will have at least me reaching out to all of them. So if you see a message from me saying, hey, I need your email, don't let that go. Make sure you respond to me and send me an email for those people that got the free membership for a year or a couple of months. From Zaniac, Kenny, Bennett, Flooring Installation, and Anonymous Person. And if you ever feel like, hey, Zane, I'm going to throw some money in the pot to give people some free Patreons and we can, like, draw winners, I'm all for that. Definitely will do that. That will help move the meter, and I would appreciate that. And it would, and people would love it, too. They would love to be able to take advantage of that. Compliments of you. So, whatever, if you feel like it. No big deal. Irvine's Auto Repair, Grand Rapids Hybrid. How about them? 616-532-6600. Irvines.com. Go and check out the Google reviews about this amazing place, man. I love Irvine's Auto Repair, Grand Rapids Hybrid. If you are in the West Michigan area, that is where you need to get your car fixed. Please drop my name when you go there. Thank you to them. Okay? Servicing European, domestics, and Asian vehicles, Irvine's Auto Repair, Grand Rapids Hybrid. Baldwin Ace Hardware, they are up north, and they want to hear from you. If you're headed up north for travel, you got the big Labor Day weekend just around the corner. Make sure you drop by Baldwin Ace Hardware, right on the edge of the Manistee National Forest, key sponsor of the show, bringing you my conversations with the Queen of the Forest. They sponsor my wife at Baldwin Ace Hardware. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Also, they sponsor Instagram Instant Trivia. That is tonight at 7 p.m. Got to set a reminder in my phone. There's the phone. I got to do that. Instagram Instant Trivia tonight at 7 p.m. You can win $10 if you answer one trivia question. You have to follow me on Instagram. Instagram is brought to you by Mario Flores. Follow me on Instagram. Search Eric Zane Show. When I go live, I'm going to ask you to join me, and I'll ask you a one-on-one trivia question. You get it right, you get $10, courtesy of Baldwin, Ace Hardware, and also Little Debbie, sponsored by MB Distributing. Okay. Here we go. Let's talk Jetpack Dude. So, okay, one of the world's busiest airports, LAX. Not entirely sure what's going on here, but planes landing. And pilot sees something. He's like, what the hell is going on? Why is there a man flying next to the plane? Why is there a flying man next to me as I attempt to land here at Los Angeles International Airport? Why am I at 3,000 feet and there's a dude waving at me as I land this jumbo jet? What the hell is going on? Holy cow.
In the realm of things you don't hear every day, this reaches new heights.
Tower, American 1997. We just passed a guy in a jetpack.
American 1997, okay, thank you. Were they off to your left side or right side?
Off the left side, maybe 300 yards or so, about our altitude.
On Sunday, an American...
It was 300 yards away, but it was at 3,000 feet. The dude is... It's like one of those deals. There's a few different models you've seen. You've seen Guy fly across the English Channel on one that's like a hoverboard. You've seen the kind that's like a backpack. You've also seen guys in what are they called? Those glider suits that they wear, and they have like jets on their hand, like Iron Man, and on their feet. Those look awesome.
An airline's pilot alerting the flight tower at
this one is like a backpack.
LAX of what appeared to be a person hovering at roughly 3,000 feet. And then a second pilot reported the same thing.
We just saw the guy pass by us at jetpack.
Experts say anything that close to a plane's final approach is extremely dangerous, adding jetpacks to a growing list of modern nightmares facing pilots, from drones to laser pointers, elevating the risk of safe landings. It wasn't long ago that jetpacks were pure fiction, famously flown by James Bond. Now, they're a new frontier for daredevils, a jet-powered hoverboard recently used to fly across the English Channel. Thankfully, no one was hurt this weekend, but officials have launched an investigation. A dangerous close encounter, tailor-made for a city built on imagination.
Only in L.A.
Steve Patterson, NBC News, Los Angeles.
Unbelievable. So they're landing. They see Guy in jetpack. So, all right, now what? They turned it over to the cops. The cops are like, well, shit, we don't know what to do with it. Guy in a jetpack. This is not a good thing. I actually have I know somebody who is a pilot, but I don't know if he'll be able to pick it up right now. I'm going to see if this works. Because, as somebody who flies every day, I'm wondering what the odds are that something really terrible can happen as Guy in jetpack is seen as you're trying to land the damn thing. There's no way this is going to work.
Hello, you reached Matt.
All right. Former listener, Matt, I think he might still listen. I don't know. We got off the rails for a period of time. Go figure. But Matt flies jets, and I guess my question is, if you've ever been around a jet that's fired up on the tarmac, first of all, the wash coming out of the back it can fucking destroy a car. So what's in front of that big engine is going to be sucking as much air as it possibly can in. So the idea that the dude could possibly be sucked into the engine is a very real possibility. If you're going to test your jetpack, I can think of about 1 million places other than the approach of where jets are, the landing strip, the runway, that you would want to be, I don't know, salt flats, open field, think where you'd fly a kite, something like that, that type of setting. Maybe not where the jets are actually landing. And then if you're the guy in the jet, what the fuck? Maybe this is a bad guy trying to do something stupid. Maybe this is a new way that terrorists are going to try to take out a plane. They're going to fly the jetpack into the motor of the plane and then cause it to crash. Seems a little clumsy. I don't know. All right. Real quick, A&E Heating and Cooling, thanks to them. I have, this isn't a commercial for them, but because I did that earlier, but I was just talking with Joe Martinez, and he wants me to remind you to reach out to me via email, eric@ericzaneshow.com, about him installing for free a brand new high-efficiency furnace. Please keep sending in those emails if you know somebody who could use a little lift. It's always great when you get something new. I don't know about you, but if I get something as simple as like a new pair of shoes, it puts a little spring in my step. Well, how would you like to, if you knew you'd be helping somebody get a brand new furnace system installed? Joe Martinez will do that for someone. So if you can think of someone who might need that type of emotional, moral boost and, well, frankly, a brand new high-efficiency furnace, how great would that be? I want you to send me that person's story, eric@ericzaneshow.com. Please don't tell the recipient. And I will have this taken care of by the end of picked out a person by the end of this month. So don't be shy about it. Spare me no details. Send it along, eric@ericzaneshow.com. While I'm at it, something free, the Howard City Lanes gift certificates. If you want to go bowling at Howard City Lanes at Big Dick Donnie's TC Paintball dropped $100 and gave it to Don for 4 $25 gift certificates. I'm giving those away. You must sign up via email, meaning you have to know that you want them. All right? eric@ericzaneshow.com. Subject line bowling. Okay? Subject line bowling, and then we can do that. And, because we're going to have a bowling party over there before you know it. And then, so if you're planning on joining me for that, you're definitely going to want that. So, there you go. Jason says, hey, Jason Thierry just placed an order for 1 can of firearms lube, requesting a hat. Looks like he's local to the Granville area. Can he pick up? Oh, yeah, dude. He's an awesome dude. He's one of the biggest supporters of the show. That is Jason from the Threads podcast. Come get your hat. All right. I see 1, 2, 3 emails from Tim Stevens. This one says that was one of the best Meathead segments ever. Unfortunately, you're on double probation. I cannot take the time to read the email from you right now because Stu McAllister and I have talked about your emails, and they're so shitty in their non-hilarity that you've now fallen into the we cannot immediately read them. You're on double probation, so I'm ignoring those. I'm not even attempting to read them because of yesterday's awful performance of your because Tim, emailer Tim, he tends to just send 5 with 0 laughs. So because of that, I don't trust you, so I can't do it. So now you have to redeem yourself. So you're on probation, which means when I get done with the podcast, I will read them. If they did make me laugh or there was something that I should have read, then as we progress, I might consider reading them again. But your emails yesterday were so fucked up and humorless. Oh, my God. We just cannot trust you any further. Somebody is suggesting that, no, I can't even get behind the idea of Zaniac Saul trying to hook up a threesome between Zaniac Saul and Melissa Blake and Lizzie Velasquez. That is a terrible thing. Whoever would suggest such a thing is horrible. I won't even say your name. By the way, I caught myself calling Saul Hall right there. That's embarrassing. All right. Where the fuck am I? Oh, my God. This next story I cannot wait to talk to you about. The kids trying to get Wi-Fi at the Taco Bell. I love this. First off, Blue Frost IT. We're planning on another Tech Tuesday with Alan from Blue Frost IT. It's looking, according to the latest email, that he wants to do it next Tuesday. I don't know if I can get that done next Tuesday. We might have to push Tech Tuesday to when did we do it last? What was the date of when we last did it? Was it? Well, shit, Alan. I did it on the 18th of August. It's supposed to be once a month, not once every, that would be 3 weeks? No! That's way too early. The 15th, I think, would work for the next round of Tech Tuesday. Nevertheless, Baldwin Ace Hardware, the managed IT service provider for the Eric Zane Show podcast. Your business needs tech support. You might think you got your act together because you got your employees and you got your products and you got the schedules all figured out and you're working with your accountant. Well, what's going to happen if your tech goes south? You need to have somebody in the mix. This is an insurance policy for you. Because if everything goes south on you or something goes wrong, you want to have that team ready to go. And they are ready just like that. Your boots on the ground team for tech support is Blue Frost IT. And if you already have a managed IT service provider, just call upon them and see what they can do for you to better your scenario than what you currently have. Okay? I'm telling you they're better. Blue Frost IT, 616-200-8550. Green Clean Technologies are servicing all of those data centers in and around West Michigan and, the whole state of Michigan and beyond, in fact, the multi-state area, making sure that the data centers are clean in banks, hospitals, schools, you name it. If those businesses have data centers, you want Green Clean Technologies there, making sure that air is pristine. You don't want dust, debris, and static floating through the air, oddly charged particles landing on servers and causing all sorts of damage, chaos, and mayhem. My God, if that shit fries, everything is screwed. 989-560-7272. Get their go to their website, greencleantechnologies.com, and you can check out where it says get a quote. Just click on that, and you're off and running. Thank you, Green Clean Technologies. All right, Van Dyke Mortgage, 231-332-6505. Thank you to Mario. Get a mortgage from Mario. NMLS number 3035, 231-332-6505. Sorry, I'm a little heavy on sponsors and the stories and the way they're spread. It's all kind of, sometimes it gets like that. Sometimes I'll talk for 30 minutes, and then I'm like, oh, shit, I got to catch up on the sponsors. That actually comes into play. Okay, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to read Tim's emails silently and see if there's any hope for them. I don't know. Not bad. If you weren't already on probation, I might actually read it, but I kind of already said what you said. So, I think you kind of stole my joke about how you should do the Skull Crusher challenge to those kids now. So, no, I mean, I appreciate where you're going, and your heart's in the right place, but you're still on probation. Eric at ericzaneshow.com. I love this next story. My gosh. As always, I'll link all the stories up, or I'll put them on In the News of ericzaneshow.com. By the way, I heard a lot of people that said, hey, man, I think you went a little bit strong on Kevin yesterday on the show. That you were a little too heavy-handed. And I'm like, wait a minute, what? And they go, well, I loved it. It was hilarious. But it might have been too much. People are like worried. So you need to hear this from the man himself. Talk about thick skin. I've had such shitty luck getting people on the podcast today via the phone. Oh, come on now, Kevin.
Hey, you've reached Kevin Lang. I'm unavailable.
I like how even on his message he goes, "Hey, I talked to Kevin, and he goes, "Oh, okay, hang on. Let me just read to you the exchange." All right, hang on. This will put your mind at ease. Nice job. Way to roll with it today. I wrote, we should revisit your progress in a month. You'll improve. I can feel it. I said, I'm behind you all the way, despite ripping you a new asshole. He wrote, I know you are. Yeah, I definitely. He wrote it. Yeah, I definitely, on the videos, have the enthusiasm and energy of a guy walking the Green Mile, which is a damn good joke. So, yeah, he knows it, and that's the thing. As soon as he ups the energy, he will see a big spike in improvement, and it's got to be. I'm like, okay, Kevin, look, enough. We gotta. You can't be doing the same thing. You gotta dive into the energy. We have spirit, yes, we do. We have spirit. How about you? With a little bit of luck and a lot of hard work, you will get better. Okay, so this story. Couple of kids. Where is it? Doesn't matter. No, it doesn't matter. Couple little kids needed to get. It's in California. It's what part of California? I think Monterey area. Salinas City Elementary School. A couple of kids needed to do their learning online. COVID. This is a thing, of course, everywhere in the country, in the world. So these little school-age kids, it couldn't be more than 7, 8, 9 years old, maybe 10. They don't have internet. And so what this has done with the kids setting up their laptops on the concrete outside of Taco Bell has brought up the couple things of how there is kind of like too many places in the world that people don't have access to the internet or cannot afford it. So this has come up before, people who can't afford it or don't have it, they should be able to get it somehow. And I think that's a true thing. I think that somehow, especially now with what we're dealing with, I think that should be, if you can't pay for it, you should be able to get it free. I think that's a very excellent thing. I think that's something that should be explored somehow so that there isn't any gaps in any way, shape, or form. So kids set up their laptops and they got their notepads and they're doing their homework on the concrete outside of the Taco Bell. Well, it isn't long before somebody takes a picture of that. Now, the rumor was that they went after the mom and CPS came and took the kids away and the mom was arrested. And so you're getting a lot of people that are saying, yeah, good, she's a bad mom, fuck that bitch. And they're letting her have it. And apparently that was not true. According to the TMZ, it says the photo prompted a two-pronged response. One group was utterly outraged at the lack of resources these kids had, understanding this is the best they could do in a desperate scenario. On the other hand, some folks were concerned, thinking it was some form of neglect. On the first part, a handful of elected officials spoke out on this photo, pointing out that the digital divide among certain unrepresented communities. And then Salinas City Elementary School District copped to the fact that the kids were their students and said they were already working to remedy the scenario by providing them a hotspot with internet access. The family was allegedly about to be made homeless by their landlord because of renovations scheduled on their unit. Okay, so you're thinking, oh man, where is this going to go? Taco Bell approved for two little girls who were briefly using the Wi-Fi. This has changed their lives. This has really gone a certain way, and I haven't yet tipped you off as to what's happening. Something has happened. Because of the viral nature of it, first of all, let me add this. In a previous version of the story, a social media post stated that the children were almost taken from the mother by local law enforcement for possible child endangerment and neglect. A representative for the police said that was not true. The police have never responded to the residence where the two girls live. Police have had no contact with the mother ever. We've never done a welfare check. That is all bogus. They added the family has endured a lot, and it is fantastic that the community is willing and able to help. Aha. Okay, dude. Shit is going down. This is what happens when you take a viral photo and you unleash. This is the good of the internet. You take a viral photo, and in the picture, all you see is these little kids sitting like in the fucking lot with a couple Taco Bell employees just talking to them. Their identities are hidden. You can't see their faces. And then the world gets hold of it. And what do? You make fill in the blank. A what? A GoFundMe. Uh-oh. Now, this mom doesn't have shit. She doesn't have a pot to piss in. The community pulled their resources together and put them up in a hotel room while they get back on their feet. Hey, how are they going to get back on their feet? GoFundMe! Oh, my God. When was this thing started? You're going to love this shit. Oh, my God. I love the fact that we can talk about a GoFundMe, and it isn't over because, they're raising money to care for a dead guy's family who got shot in the face because he was telling somebody to put a mask on outside of the dollar store. Remember that one in Flint? That was awful. This one, it's mom, single mom, 2 kids. I see a picture of mom with the 2 kids. You can't see their faces. Sitting on a bed in a really nice hotel room because the community paid for that while they, quote, get on their feet. Well, I'm thinking that the $141,014 that I'm looking at right now is going to get you're going to get Wi-Fi. Holy shit, you're going to get Wi-Fi. This is awesome. Oh, I'm so happy about this. And I'm looking at all the people who've donated. I haven't seen one over $100. They're all $5 and $10, man. It's remarkable. This in like a day and a half. The goal was $20,000, and this has just blown up for this family. Let me just detail this. This is from the person who started the GoFundMe. I started this campaign in an effort to help the mother, Juana, Juana, gather funds for a couple of months for rent to help her get back on her feet, as moving expenses can be really expensive. I truly did not expect this amount to roll in. Juana and her girls. We are speechless and filled with gratitude over the amount of money that has been raised for them. I'm currently working on setting her up with a trustful accountant, tag accounting, to help her manage her funds. There's a lot of behind the scenes she needs help with. I've been getting a lot of messages accusing me of forcing her to receive help. Of course, the big bad internet machine, sometimes you just can't stop it. And I just wanted to clarify that the use of insisted to help her was because she was embarrassed of us entering her living space to help her pack her things because she said she didn't tidy it up before us coming over. We insisted she let us help her pack her things because it was too much work for someone to do on their own. Today, I was also sent a cease and desist letter from Richard Gebbin, the Communications and Public Relations Officer from the Salina City Elementary School, for my use of the photo of the girls. That's why I removed it. Okay, that was just a formality. She revealed the identity of the girls. That's a big no-no, especially with kids. I paused the campaign in an effort to provide clarity and to get her connected with the right people to help her manage her funds. Thank you for your generous amount of donations and all the love you have shown her and her girls. They are grateful and filled with so much hope for tomorrow and their futures, which was my ultimate goal. God, this makes me happy. This makes me so happy. Fuck. Today, a further update from the other day. Today, we spoke to Juana's new accountant, a wonderful and reputable licensed professional that will help her manage her funds tomorrow, and that would have been yesterday. After all of the contracts are signed and the money is available to be set up for withdrawal, I will provide you all with her accountant's EIN. That means something. For you to personally verify, and her contact information where you could request statements for transparency. Oh, this is nice. Well done. And how her funds are being used. That's what a lot of people worry about, you know. This is great that whoever did this person named Jackie, is that thoughtful and mindful to what some people might like, hey, wait a minute, hold on here. Because, you know, GoFundMe, there's been some butt fuckery over the years. There's been people have done fucked up shit before. Because of this huge new step and the hundreds of messages I've received to allow for more donations, I have decided to enable donations again. The girls deserve it, and all my heart is just filled with so much joy for this family. I can't thank you all enough for making so many of their dreams a reality. Thank you. Signed, this person is named Jackie. That is sweet, dude. I'm pumped for them. $141,014, unless it went up. Nope, still the same. It'll probably plateau today because now I'm seeing it was about 23 minutes ago that somebody donated to it, and it was just lighting the world on fire. So this is great. I'll link it up if you feel the need. You know, you feel like this is something you want to explore. Good on you. Good for them. I am happy. All right. Let's see. Got to check in with the email. Looking good there. As always, send them along, Eric@ericzaneshow.com. And that story just made me feel great. I'm really happy about that. That counters the effects of the new teacher challenge. Jesus. My God. Horizon Hydroponics online at horizonhydroponics.com. I'll be doing a Facebook Live with John there. John, the sweetest beard/handlebar mustache combo you'll find. I go over there once a month, shoot a video. Some of you folks are growing your own cannabis. Some of you are, you've got stuff out in the garden. You're harvesting now. Maybe you're harvesting cannabis outdoors or indoors, or I don't know, whatever it is you need. If you have a green thumb, you need Horizon Hydroponics. They've got a great digital footprint so that you can buy all your stuff online if you want, anywhere in the country. horizonhydroponics.com. Use the coupon code at checkout, or checkout code Zane Show. You'll save 10%. If your order is over $250, they pay for the shipping. Okay? Or go in person. Alpine and Grand Rapids. Byron Center is a grower's outlet. You got a store in Kalamazoo and one in Lansing. When you go in person, you can ask your questions in person or call them. Hey, I'm getting ready to make an online order. What do you think about this product? That's great, but you might want to try this one too. They work awesome combo. I have no idea. I'm making all this shit up. I'm acting like I work there. But, seriously, call upon them. It isn't like they just have some kid working the cash register who doesn't know what the fuck he's doing. All the people that work there are green thumbs. They know everything there is to know. Hell, and if you really want to talk the guru of all things green, John is the guy. And while you might not get him right away, you can ask a question and they'll get it to him and he'll respond to you. Or you can even reach out to him via email, I'm guessing, from the website. They're really hands-on, so to speak, grassroots. And they love making sure that their customers have all the information that they need. That's Horizon Hydroponics. Mention my name, please. TC Paintball. Paintball War number 10. Oh, my God. We killed Kenny. That's what we're titling the event. It's a Saturday event, Saturday, October 3rd. We've moved the time to 4 p.m. Eastern Daylight Time. Okay? If you are going to play paintball on Saturday, I need a head count. Saturday, October 3rd. We are just over 1 month away. Send me an email right now. Eric@ericzaneshow.com. Subject line, paintball. Okay? Let me know who you're bringing in your group. I want at least 30. Been a lot of people saying I can't do the weeknight, weekday events. I need a weekend event. We have a weekend event. I want minimum of 30, okay? It's going to start out with a pizza party from BC Pizza Grand Rapids. They give me the pizza to feed you with. You should call upon them when you need pizza. bcpizzagr.com. Okay? Mention my name if you call them at 616-301-8061. BC stands for Best Choice. BC Pizza Grand Rapids, located at 2034 Lake Michigan Drive. Again, order online at bcpizzagr.com. We'll start out with the pizza party. We'll bust some balls. We'll talk some trash. We'll pick teams. And then the paintball war, number 10, oh my God, we killed Kenny, will begin. Kenny's going to be there with his son. Supposedly, they are going to be crashing on the couch here at the Eric Zane Show podcast household. So I will have measures in place to protect the dog's buttholes. So at the end of the day, we'll have safe dogs, no intrusion to the buttholes. Kenny and his son will be playing paintball with us, and it will be a great time. Eric at ericzaneshow.com, subject line, paintball for the October 3rd event. Kenny's like, come on, man, what the fuck did I do? You got to be kidding me. I'm sorry, I'm just looking at some of the leftover people that are still hanging around here in this long-ass podcast. Jason just sent his email. Come on, somebody else send me a damn email. I want 30. Get the kids. We've had like 8-year-olds play. No big deal. You can buy like the armor. Freaking sweet. Andrea and Jason are in. Oh, man, I got an update on a story that we've been following. I cannot wait. Thank you to Kirsten for just tipping me off. I'll end with that as soon as I get done with these sponsors. All right, BK Guns and Stuff, servicing people anywhere in the USA. We have a gunsmith on this show. And for the pockets of people anywhere in the country that listen, again, I know I'm not Joe Rogan, but there are plenty of people that do not live near Saranac, Michigan, who would love to be able to utilize a gunsmith. This husband-wife team of Benjamin and Kyle are the gunsmith on the show. The gunsmiths on the show. BK Guns and Stuff. Call them at 616-902-2447. Gun broke, they fix it. Customized, refurbished, clean, firearms transfers, BK Guns and Stuff. Last week, we talked about two pastors on the show, Jerry Falwell Jr., and then the dude from Kalamazoo. I already forgot his name. Strickland. That was the dude who cops say paid 15, 16, 17-year-old boys $100 each to take his wife to Pound Town while he beat his meat and watched it all go down. He's accused of sex trafficking. He used to be in charge of the Kalamazoo NAACP. You know, I wish the Kalamazoo NAACP, when this guy is convicted, I hope they come out with a statement and say, hey, just so you know, we're disappointed that we had a fuckface that was leading us. He makes us all look bad. Black lives matter, but his doesn't because he's a cocksucker. That should be the statement for Strickland when and if he is convicted of these crimes that police say he did. It sure is looking more and more, though, that Strickland is who cops say he is, because this asshole is now a fugitive from justice. The Michigan State Police is looking for this piece of shit right now. He was supposed to have turned himself in and has not yet done so. Michigan State Police. Was he supposed to turn himself in today? Wasn't he supposed to turn himself in like last week? All right, I'm just kind of ripping and reading here. Cops are looking for him. Michigan State Police Detective First Lieutenant Chuck Christensen said Strickland called to say he was having, hey, I'm having car trouble. Yeah, man, a car broke down. I was just on my way to turn myself in, but I did not take my car to Irvine, so I can't. It's fucked up. Irvine's like, no, we don't want him. We're not accepting the business. That's why I haven't turned myself in. Christensen said that because of Strickland not turning himself in a reasonable amount of time. He's had a week. He's considered a fugitive. So they turned it over to the Stadies, to the MSP Fugitive Task Force. This is when they go, all right, we got the task force. I got 6 guys. You're going to show up in a black van. You got tactical gear on. Who's tactical gear on? Who's got the battering ram? Okay. All right, you got battering ram. You got the smoke. Who's got the flash bangs? We're going to burst into Fuckface's house, and we're going to get his ass and bring him back. The longtime pastor of Second Baptist Church faces 11 felony charges, including counts of criminal sexual conduct and human trafficking. Accused of doing what I already told you he was doing. Whew. His wife, Jazz Monique Strickland, does not currently face criminal charges. Well, what a handful she is. Strickland has denied the allegations. Innocent till proven guilty, but I don't know. I don't know if the car trouble excuse is going to work. Yeah, my dog ate my homework. You know, he's tried that one too. All right, thank you, Kirsten, for the update at the last second. I appreciate that. And I appreciate each and every one of you for supporting the show for this long. How we have grown together, my goodness. The Patreon bonus podcast will get started a little bit later on. Haven't played this song in a while. It's John and Word. Change the name of the song. All right, folks. We got Instagram Instant Trivia. It happens at 7 p.m. Eastern Time. You all the best. Have a good one. Talk to you down the road. Bye-bye.